tonight say the justices could have kept Gacy alive, brushed their motions aside without reading them. During a Chicago news conference late this afternoon, Gacy's lawyers say that the 7th U.S. Court of Appeals addressed a point not included in their argument, proving that the justices couldn't have read it. The notorious serial killer was executed early today at Stateville Prison in Joliet. Channel 3's John Paul was there when Gacy died.
As the sun set on Stateville Prison, serial killer John Gacy's appeals to put off his date with death faded too.
John Wayne Gacy was pronounced dead at 12:58 a.m.
The 52-year-old Chicago man who killed 33 young men and boys and buried them in his crawl space had spent 14 years on death row. His victims' families wanted more pain.
I'm glad it's over. I just wish that there could have been more suffering, so to speak. The punishment doesn't fit the crime.
And I'm just glad that finally a little justice was done in this matter.
Gacy was the first Illinois prisoner executed against his will in more than 3 decades. Witnesses say his final words were that his death amounted to murder by the state and that it would not bring back anyone. Despite problems with one of the lethal injection tubes, witnesses say Gacy took a deep breath and died a peaceful death in 18 minutes. Dave Hockmeister arrested Gacy in 1978.
Do you see a finality here?
Yeah, I think that's it. To tell you the truth, I don't know. I was real angry with the whole situation, and I think this is just the conclusion.
He got a much easier death than any of his victims. In my opinion, he got an easier death than he deserved.
Kill that clown! Kill that clown! Kill that clown!
Death penalty demonstrators at the prison who favored the execution far outnumbered the candle-carrying death penalty opponents.
No, he did horrible things. The things he did were truly evil, but that does not give us the right to take his life.
Gacy's long-awaited execution here in Joliet is not expected to trigger a wave of other executions in Illinois. Only 4 condemned inmates have been on death row longer than Gacy, and their cases are tangled in a web of legal appeals. 150 others are waiting in line behind him. John Paul, Channel 3 News at Stateville Prison in Joliet.
Gacy's family